You know, in the world of hospitality, we are constantly chasing that perfect balance, a balance between cutting edge technology and a genuinely warm human welcome. Today, we're going to dive deep into how to get that balance just right so you can use the latest tools to create truly unforgettable experiences for every single guest. Hello and welcome. I've spent years working inside hotels helping them bring in new technologies. And one of the biggest challenges we always face is making sure that AI actually enhances the guest experience instead of making it feel cold and impersonal. So, let's explore how you can use these incredible tools not just to be efficient, but to create real human connections. All right, let's get right into it. The idea of a digital front desk, one run by AI, well, that isn't some far off futuristic concept anymore. It's happening right now. And believe me, it's completely reshaping how we connect with our guests, from the moment they book to long after they've checked out. I mean, just think about it. Your guests are already interacting with these automated systems every single day. AI platforms are firing off booking confirmations, sending out all that vital pre-arrival information, offering helpful in-stay service prompts, and of course, asking for feedback after they leave. This automation is incredibly efficient, for sure, but that efficiency comes with a really important responsibility. And that right there, that brings us to the core challenge that we have to address as hospitality leaders. See, when we lean too heavily on automation, we risk losing the very thing that defines our entire industry, the human touch. Efficiency must never, ever come at the expense of a genuine connection. So we have to ask ourselves this critical question. What really happens when all that efficiency is missing, that essential human touch? Sure, the guest might get all the necessary information, but do they feel welcomed? Do they feel valued? This is where excellence is either won or lost. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. Over on the left, you've got pure automation. Dear guest, your booking is confirmed. Yeah, it's functional, but it feels sterile, doesn't it? Like you're just another number in a system. But now, look to the right. This is human enhancement. Here, a team member's using the technology as a tool to deliver a warmer, more personal welcome. They're not being replaced by the tech, they're being empowered by it. This is the sweet spot we're aiming for. And without that careful human oversight, the risks are pretty significant. AI can easily default to a generic robotic tone. It can completely miss cultural nuances, creating friction you never intended. And maybe worst of all, it can project an identity that is totally misaligned with your hotel's unique brand, making the whole experience feel mechanical and just impersonal. This is where you come in. Let's focus on the solution, mastering the art of the human touch. We're going to explore the principles of a deeper, more meaningful kind of personalization that technology, on its own, simply cannot achieve. So what do we really mean by meaningful personalization? Well, it's the craft of taking an automated template and carefully adjusting it to create a genuine emotional connection. We're moving way beyond just data points, like dropping in a guest's name, to create a real feeling of being personally recognized and cared for. And check this out, it can be a brilliantly simple four-step process. First, you review the guest's profile and their stay details. Second, you look for any special notes. Hey, are they celebrating an anniversary? Third, you take that AI template and just adjust it with that new knowledge. And bam, just like that, you've turned a standard, boring message into a memorable, personal moment that makes the guest feel truly special. But it's not just about what you say, it's also about when you say it. And that brings us to another critical skill you need, mastering the cadence of your communication. Timing, as they say, is everything. It's a really delicate balancing act. The risk is that if you send too many messages, no matter how well-intentioned they are, you're just going to overwhelm your guest. They'll feel bombarded. The goal is to set smart rules and monitor how guests are responding, making sure every single communication feels timely, relevant, and genuinely helpful, not intrusive. And now we arrive at what is, frankly, the most important skill of all, the one that technology can assist with, but never, ever replace. This is about having the wisdom to know when automation has to stop and direct human empathy needs to take over. This quote right here, this should be a foundational rule for modern hospitality. If a guest expresses dissatisfaction or distress, automated responses may not be appropriate. Just think about it. An automated apology to a guest who is truly upset can feel so dismissive. It will almost certainly escalate the situation.
This is the exact moment a human being needs to step in. So, the crucial point here is to learn how to recognize the signals. When a guest expresses frustration, your action is to intervene with a personal, empathetic reply. If they indicate they're in distress, you provide direct human assistance immediately. And if they ask a complex question that the AI just can't handle, you take over the conversation personally. Your judgment is the ultimate service safeguard. It's that simple.
Ultimately, this is what it all boils down to. This is what defines excellence in our field today. It is not a choice between technology and people. It's the sophisticated balance between the efficiency that technology provides and the emotional intelligence that only a human can deliver. So please remember this as you move forward in your careers. Our goal is not, and it should never be, to replace the human touch. Our goal is to empower that touch with smarter, more efficient tools so that you can focus on what really matters, creating truly exceptional experiences for your guests. And so I'll leave you with this question to really think about. As the future leader in this incredible, dynamic industry, how will you personally champion this critical balance in your career? Your answer won't just define your own success, it will help define the very future of hospitality itself.